because, like Bill said, we're not missing out on anything.
Yeah,
it's being accountable for it, and it's giving us motivation to be on top of everything. And by doing that, we get properties at the end of it. Like, it's not that we're budgeting so that, we just have $5 at the end of the week. We're buying a property because we're doing those things.
Money isn't the root of all evil. The fucking lack of it is.
Not money, the lack of understanding money.
When I put that into emphasis, when I realised that psychological effect and how it hit our family, I FTB all the fucking way.
You are now watching the Money Mentor podcast
With Graham Home.
Graham Home.
You're fucking gone. See ya.
Hi, Sarah and Bill. Welcome to Infinity HQ. It's so good to see you in person instead of over a Zoom. How are you guys going?
Yeah,
good. Great, good. Finally, good to see you.
I know. It's always been over a Zoom, hasn't it?
Yeah, Zoom or phone call or texting.
I know. Yeah. So here we are live in the flesh. I just wanted to just welcome you and obviously just go through a few things of how, what your thoughts are on Infinity, how you got here, and most of all, basically, what do you think of having a relationship manager to oppose, being at one of the big four banks, not having anybody looking after you? How did you find that, having a relationship manager?
Well, you're not a robot, you're real, so we've seen you now in person, so you're real.
It's just, before with the bank manager, it was just a phone call. Hi, can you help me out? Can we refinance? Can we do this? Can we do that? And then it was just end of conversation. But now we've got an RM, which we can call anytime we want.
You have my phone number, right?
We've got your phone number.
Yeah.
We've got any questions, we can call any time. If you don't answer, you usually call back within the next couple of hours, or you text and say you're in a meeting, I'll call you back soon, which is a good thing. So
yeah, you're on speed dial. So any questions, and we haven't been with Infinity for a long time yet, so we're just getting started, and we've done so much, like just setting up, the portals and having our regular chats over Zoom and how we're going. And I know we're only just started, so I can only imagine as things get bigger and better, we'll have to have even more conversations.
Absolutely, we will be. And as you mentioned, the portal, one of the things I did want to touch base on, because we've had a few conversations, and I'd like you to tell anybody that's coming new to Infinity about the budget, because, we talked about your groceries, your petrol, your fun, like how as a family of four, because you're like me, you're European, right? We like to buy a lot of extra stuff that we don't really need, being Italians, like all the salamis and all that sort of stuff. If someone was listening to you today for the first time, how would you explain of how we got your budget down and how you stick to it, and like meal planning and stuff?
So everything gets looked at. It's not just like a bank where they look at your finances. You have to go down to the root of it, because you don't just find money out of thin air. It's gone somewhere, so you need to find where it's gone and either stop it or put some sort of budget in place. But it really hasn't been hard in that we were wasting a lot of money, and I think one of the big things that we brought from G was I would spend money on anything and everything for the kids. I'm not a shopper for me, but everything and anything for the kids. And he said, you stop buying kids shit they don't need and teach them things that they don't know. And just that simple message for me saved us so much money, because I was just tap, 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 and money was going.
Bill, what are your thoughts?
it's an RM it's not like you're there to tell us, no, you can't buy this, you can't buy that. It's just to keep us in line, to make sure we stick to our budget. Coaching. And we're not buying 2-minute noodles. We're not buying French fries. We're still eating healthy.
Correct.
Your budget's there. You work within the budget. We're still eating our ribeye steaks. We're still having our rice, our fresh veg. It's still all in the budget. It's all incorporated in the budget, which is great. So,
and do you find utilising the portal now that you've had a bit of exposure to the portal, that it keeps you a bit more accountable now that you know how you can categorise it in the portal and label stuff? You're finding that helps?
That's Sarah's baby now.
Yeah. It's amazing.
So baby number 3, is it?
It's just good to see, and it gives you that motivation to keep an eye on it. And it's not that it's strict. I'm not keeping an eye on it because, like Bill said, we're not missing out on anything.
Yeah,
it's being accountable for it, and it's giving us motivation to be on top of everything. And by doing that, we get properties at the end of it. Like,
Correct.
it's not that we're budgeting so that, you know, we just have $5 at the end of the week. We're buying a property because we're doing those things.
I believe you got 2, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
So not one, as G would say, 21.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but you hit the nail on the head there, Sarah, when you said accountable, and that's what the portal does as well. If you're going in there at least once a week and you're looking at your spending, because sometimes you might think, oh, what's that? I can't remember spending that. And if you go in there and actually label it, and then you know that that's actually, oh, okay, that would have been an insurance, or that could have been something else. So,
Or the next one that's coming out, making the salamis.
The salami,
Did you
that
eat
had
this?
to come out
So
of the
$280 got to come out from somewhere.
So being Italian, see, I wasn't telling a lie at the beginning of this, right?
No,
it's all
that's
about
why-
the salamis and the olives, right?
That's why we came back to that.
Yeah, so funny.
So people don't have to worry that they're missing out on things. Like, people aren't doing well with this company because they're giving up everything. We're still living very easily.
And lastly, what would you say to someone that would be seeing you guys for the first time? Because you've only been with me for 3.5 months and new to infinity. What would you say to someone that was, you know, contemplating? What advice would you give someone?
Don't wait. You wait. It's going to take too long for you to get a head start. That's my advice.
Yeah.
I'd say jump on board straight away. Start your budget, even if it's not with Infinity. Just start your budget straight away. Budget's really important.
Yeah, and it sounds silly that people might throw in your face, oh, you're paying a company to tell you how to budget. Well, yeah, because I wasn't budgeting before. Like, you give up really easily, and you don't get anywhere because you do your budget for a couple of weeks and then you stop. So with you on our back and, you know, let's drop it a bit more. What can we work on? You know, how can we fix this? We can message you at any time and fix it.
Yeah, it's all about communicating with each other. That's why you're here to help us, and we're gaining so much from you helping us with our budget.
And I think it's a two-way street too. Like, I actually want to see you succeed, but I also want to, you know, do my job the best I can. And if I see you guys succeeding, it makes me I'm even motivated even more. So you're motivated to get your budget down and to, you know, buy more properties.
Yeah,
as your relationship manager, I'm here. I get motivated by when I see that buying another property, when I see that budget coming down, I'm like, oh my God, these guys are on the right track. Yeah. So it makes my job fulfilling as your RM. So
and it's nice to feel loved. Like, I felt like you were all trying to claim us. Like, when
I own you, right?
Everyone was like, oh no, she's mine and they're mine. It's nice that someone's trying to claim you. And I know, like, these just look like advertisements or whatever.